let's take what we would call illegal immigration. A lot of things fit under that title. I mean, the North American Union, which I know you're familiar with, but it's a union, proposed union, politically, economically, militarily, legally, and other ways between Canada, Mexico, and the United States, dreamed up in the mind of President Bush and the former president of Mexico, Vicente Fox, a few years ago. But it's a plan to merge those three countries into one regional government, and then eventually merge that government with the other regional governments of the world, such as the European Union. It's set to take legal effect in January of 2010 if something isn't done to postpone it or to stop it. If it did take actual binding legal effect, we would no longer exist as an independent nation. And you know, when Thomas Jefferson was president in the early 1800s, he wrote a letter to John Adams when Adams was recovering from an illness. And he said, as Jefferson was leaving the presidency, he said, the question before the American people is, will they remain an independent people, or will they be governed by a tiny elite? And that question is still before us today. But we're answering it loud and clear every day. Anyway, the North American Union is part of it. The invasion of our country by people walking across our border illegally. I went to the border, I was there on the 4th of July with a group of people who are, they call themselves the Border Patrol Auxiliary. They're a group of people who are retired military, retired police, and so forth. And they go down there and give 2 weekends a month and 2 months a year to help the Border Patrol. They just, you know, they don't have any authority. They just watch. They don't arrest anybody or anything like that. They report to the Border Patrol what they see. And the Border Patrol they're few and far between. When I was there were 2 agents, young men, early 20s, they look like, patrolling miles and miles of defenseless border. And I spoke to them about the issues that we're talking about now. But, I mean, you all know what illegal immigration is, and you know what it does and so forth. But the point is it could be easily stopped. The president could dispatch the National Guard to the border. He has the authority to do that on his own order. Those of them that aren't serving in Iraq, that is. But he could certainly bring them home. It's one of the few instances where he's constitutionally permitted to use the U.S. military inside the United States to repel invasion. In fact, Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution requires him to protect the states from invasion, a requirement he has been woefully short of fulfilling, I would submit. But he also could end the North American Union with one phone call to Felipe Calderon and Steve Harper. All he'd have to say is, guys, we dreamed this up, but it's not going to work. So it's over. Think of something else. And that would be the end of it. But along with that issue, the various free trade agreements like NAFTA and CAFTA and those things have all contributed to the destruction of the manufacturing base in America and the offshoring of jobs and inshoring of people. You know, we export our jobs and our standard of living, and we import poverty and disease and things of that nature.